And we're back with another episode of the Fight Gods podcast. It's your boy Nick Diddy here with my cousin, my big bro, Willie G. Y'all already know what it is. The dynamic duo. We're joined tonight by my big cuz, Nate Outlaw, and the best stash in the game, Ben Doucette. How's everybody doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Sorry, we're a little bit late. I had to make sure my mustache is up to par.
Doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing good, man.
It was a great fucking weekend of fights. Great fucking weekend of fights.
It's been a great month.
Yo, absolutely. 100%.
I mean, it's been pretty wild. Before we get into it, though, I did want to drop a bomb on you guys. Have you seen the latest tweet by Jake Paul? Has anybody seen it?
No.
Ready for this?
He's a fucking troll.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, but, isn't this right out of Conor McGregor's playbook?
100%.
I thought so too. What do you think of that about that there, Ben?
He got hit, and he didn't like getting hit. That's what I think about that.
Facts. Big facts.
And you think that's it for him? You think that because of that, he's done? That's it.
I mean, he can't take a step backwards, right? So he can't fight somebody who is worse than Woodley. So he's going to only have to fight somebody better, somebody with more power, somebody who's not going to fucking not pull the trigger. Like, Woodley could have ended that fight if he wanted to.
Facts. Woodley treated the fight like he was Jason Voorhees. He just kept stalking him and doing nothing.
Right.
You know what, Ben? You know what, Nate? I got one thing to say to you. That's all there is to it.
That's a classic picture for you. That picture is classic.
Classic.
No, I don't like their attitudes either.
I don't. Look, Jake Paul already has a list of people to fight. I'm going to show you guys right now. Check that shit out.
Homeless guy.
CM Punk, baby.
Oprah, Muhammad Ali's ghost, an Afghanistan refugee, a para-Olympian. Hey, look, you can't mess around, man. I think that
he might go 8 out of 10 out of that list. My money's on the paratrooper.
I got the homeless guy.
Yeah.
You can't fuck with a motherfucker who got nothing to lose, man.
That's true. Tim Card says no way he's done. All right.
Not even close.
Neko, walk us through this weekend's events with Woodley and Jake Paul.
Nah, hell no. That's where we started?
Yeah, why not? You want to talk about UFC first?
You can start.
That's what happened first.
Okay.
You even had PFL on Thursday.
PFL was
Friday
all right.
or Friday.
Who fought this past Friday? I didn't see. I saw the Kayla Harrison fight 2 weeks ago. I didn't see Friday.
It was Brandon Loughnane and Mulvid Habalayev, and then it was the light heavyweights. So it was Sordy and Martin Hamlet and Cesar Fajeda and somebody Carlos Jr. Shoeface.
Okay.
Who was the dude that pulled his hamstring?
That's Cesar Fajeda. He won the Ultimate Fighter Brazil, like season 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
Chris Camozzi, though, said that he threw the fight because Camozzi was an alternate for the light heavyweights. And he said at the weigh-ins on Thursday, this dude's leg was all jacked up to begin with. It was all black and blue and looking nasty. He said that he just took the fight to get the payday for being in the tournament, and he lost.
Wow.
What is my guy still in there? Bubba Jenkins.
Yo, he came out with a Masvidal knee.
Bubba
he
Jenkins lost to Chris Wade, yeah. So it'll be
Yeah.
Chris Wade and Hybalayev in the finals.
But he
Hybalayev,
went for it. He went
he's
for
an
it. In the
undefeated-
opening, like 3 seconds, he went with the flying knee. He
Who
flew
did? Bubba
square
Jenkins?
over his fucking head.
Yeah.
Jenkins flew square over his head. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen.
And he lost
Jenkins-
because of that, or he just ended up losing
No.
the fight anyway?
Nah.
Jenkins
Okay.
looked good, but Chris Wade was just a step ahead of him everywhere he went.
So he won by decision?
Yeah, Chris Wade even hit a cradled him and took him down. It was a really good
Jesus.
fight, but it was a good
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah, I'm with you. I got you. I like Bubba Jenkins, though. Pretty cool guy. I talked to him during one of the press conferences. He was pretty funny. So, yeah. But yeah, so, all right. Well, talk to us about the UFC, Neko. What we got? UFC Fight Night, and Brandon Carle is out. Are you guys
He just
getting
gonna
any?
dip on us like that?
Are you guys getting any feedback? Because I'm getting an
I
echo.
am.
You're getting an echo?
Yeah, I'm hearing the echo for sure.
Yeah, shit's driving me crazy. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Oh, Tim says it's echoing too.
Interesting.
I don't know what the heck is going on. Let's see if this helps. Does that help at all?
I didn't hear anything that time.
That is so strange. All right. Everybody doesn't hear any echoing now. Look at that. Now Ben dipped on us, man.
This is just a wild night.
Tim Card, is it sounding better? We sounded good now, bro?
Can you pull the fight card up?
Yeah, man. Of course. Ben, you good?
Yeah, is the audio any better on my end?
Yeah, you sound good. Neko, an echo is back or no?
Echo is completely back.
I think I got an idea of what's going on. Hold on. Let's see. What about now?
Perfect. Nope.
All right, hold on. I think it's Brandon Carle's fault.
Facts.
All right, how about now? It's
Yeah.
echoing?
Don't take me like that.
It is echoing, Neko? What in the world?
Yeah, I have a
Alright.
lot of white noise. I can hear a lot of white noise.
Hey, they're saying that it's your it's your echo there, Ben. Okay, is my echo back? Yes, it is. Ben, hold on. Is my echo there? Brandon, no echo? Neko, talk to me, bro.
It's perfect right now, man.
Perfect?
Yes.
All right. Ben, it's definitely something going on with your audio. Let me look at your let me look at your settings.
Yo,
Hey,
the
Ben.
bugs outside Nico's crib are loud as fuck.
Hey, Ben, pop out and just pop back in, bro.
You want me to turn my gain down?
I ain't mad. It sounds like mad cricket.
All right.
You want to turn it up?
Hell nah. All right, we're good now. Ben will be back in a minute. When he gets back, I'll figure out his settings. Still no echo, right? All right, cool.
These crickets out here fucking.
No echo. Ben, what you got, bro?
That shit sounds mad loud.
Is this any better?
Yeah, I think we're all good now.
I think we're square right now.
I
We're in
probably
business.
should have put the echo cancellation on my audio.
Oh my God, Ben. Wait.
Well, no,
We're 11 minutes into the fucking podcast and now you figure that shit out?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. All right, so let's see what we got
Yeah,
here.
let's get this shit, man. Where the fight card at?
I'm pulling it up right now. No, oh man.
I got in there for Tony Ferguson 2.0's fight.
Okay. I started watching when I didn't see every fight. I'll be honest with you, man. I can't remember what was going on, but I was a little bit busy that day. But I did get to see big Tyron Woodley's fight. Actually, he's little Tyron Woodley again. because Tyron fought at 190, and that dude Darren Stewart fought at 185. So
Oh
he's
shit,
mini.
he is little T Wood now.
Yeah, he's mini. He's mini.
Mini T Wood.
Yeah. Actually, I started with the fight before that, actually. So let's see what we got. Neko, I'm going to bring this up on the screen.
Who did what?
Let's see.
I tuned into the Kevin Lee fight before we did the podcast tonight.
Oh yeah, Dustin Jacoby.
Oh, you watched the Jacoby
Oh yeah,
fight?
I saw Sam Alvey get his shit in too. I said, nah, think about it.
What a crazy fight that was.
Yeah, that was outrageous. Yep.
So I'm going to tell you guys, I've been sick since last Thursday. So I kept falling asleep during this event and during the boxing. I felt like I was an old man. Like I would pass out and then wake up like a fight or two later. So I missed fights, but I did see Vanessa Demopoulos, who's really good. I mean, that was her first fight in the UFC. I understand that, but trust me, she will be back. She lost to JJ Aldridge by decision and pretty much got dominated. But trust me, guys, she's pretty tough. She was a champion in Invicta, maybe. She's a pretty good fighter. And like I said, she will be back. But Tim Card said Sam Alvey eye poke. I didn't see that fight, Tim.
Eye poke Alvey.
So Wellington Turman got warned once for extended fingers in the eyes, and then in the third round, the referee took 1 point away, and then maybe 20 seconds later took another point away.
Damn. Oh, and it ended up being a draw, right?
No,
split.
Alvey lost every round 10-9, so he ended up winning round 3 9-8. So the other guy ended up winning with a really weird score.
Yeah.
But Alvey was pissed because he thought he might have won the decision. But the only thing I'd be pissed about if I was Alvey was instead of taking another point away, I mean, you got warned, you got a point taken away. That
DQ.
Third time, you could have been DQ'd.
Yeah, DQ. Facts.
You know, you got warned, you got a point taken away, and then I mean, you did it again. Like,
yeah.
So Alvey was pretty pissed.
Yeah.
He was getting mopped up anyway, though.
Oh yeah, he was. I mean, he was getting pieced out pretty good. That guy. Anybody with a little bit better striking would have put him out. So.
Yeah. Alvey's been there for a while, man, and he's been in a lot of wars. So I'm not surprised by that.
He's lost like 6 or 7 in a row now, though.
Yeah, facts. They need to
crazy.
Start thinking about giving him the.
Yeah, because at what point are you just putting this guy in there to take damage? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. So what do you guys think of the Darren Stewart fight, man? That was a pretty wild round, huh?
Darren Stewart is the most exciting 1-round loser I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean that was a pretty wild.
Why do you say that? I didn't get to see the fight. What happened?
The guy has no defense at all. I feel he did it twice with Eric Anders too, right? Like just went out there
swinging wild,
got caught. I mean,
he got put to sleep.
Yeah, first round TKO. I'm pretty sure.
Oh man,
he's pretty much a big version of Melvin Gillard. Yeah, he's dangerous, and if he catches you, you're gonna be in some shit. But he just he doesn't block anything, like he said, and I mean. And as long as you can weather a storm, you're going to beat him, just like Melvin Gillard. You know.
But he's another one, kind of like Sam Alvey. He's like 12-7 now. He's lost at least 3 in a row now because he was losing that Eric Anders fight before the no contest.
Yeah.
So like he's on a 3 or 4 fight losing streak himself. Like, what do you know?
Yep. Brandon Carle, you know this guy Darren Stewart that we're talking about?
Nah, not really, but. It sounds like I know him because I definitely know Melvin Gillard.
Yeah. Well, this is him right here. And as you can see, he looks a lot like Tyron Woodley. Me and Neko used to say he was the larger version of Woodley, but because Woodley fought at 190 this weekend, now he's the mini Woodley. But so
I 185.
I think so, right? Yeah, where Eric Anders is 185. Yeah, right.
I just thought Jacoby was fighting at 205, so.
Let's see.
I mean, I guess it's really irrelevant what weight class they were at.
It is at light heavyweight. I didn't even know that. He must have gone up, or just taken that fight. But anyway, check this out. I got a perfect idea for him. Neko, you ready for this?
Yes, sir.
You remember the fake Diesel and fake Razor Ramon? They could use him as the fake Woodley. announce him as Woodley. He could come out to like Woodley song. Have like a woman dressed up as Mama Woodley.
Who's your favorite fake WWE character?
My favorite fake WWE character?
Yeah. Like when they spoof like another character, they're like, "Oh, so and so is coming out," and then it winds up being the fake version of them.
Oh, that's easy, man. You don't know?
No.
The midget Bret Hart, bro. The night after the Montreal Screwjob. That was the fucking greatest thing I've ever seen in my life, man. People were so pissed.
The guy who ribbed Owen Hart when DX did the mocking of Nation of Domination.
Jason Sensation.
Yeah, dude. He's my favorite.
Road Dogg as D'Lo Brown.
Brother be bacon.
Bro, that whole nation thing.
The brother was bacon.
Yeah. That whole nation thing was insane. But as I said earlier, like I don't know if you saw that I posted like the picture of
Ms.
X-Pac as Ms. Ark Henry. I said this thing didn't age well at all. Holy shit. Fucking
shit.
DX doing blackface. That's gonna come out one of these days. You'll see.
This is god awful.
Look, what's gonna happen is Triple H is gonna be like trying to do something, run for office or something, and that shit's gonna come out. That'd be pretty rough. But
he should come out in the same outfit though. I bet he'd win.
Yeah, with a water bottle.
Nah, with the Rock's Hawaiian shirt with the.
Oh yeah. No, I thought you meant his wrestling outfit.
Nah.
But so the next fight, I did see that one.
There wasn't much to see on this one.
Yeah. Abdul Razak Alassane versus Alessio Di Chiricchio. I guess is how you say it. Whatever, bro. Razak Alassane was pretty nasty, huh?
Dude, so I remember when he came in, right? He was steamrolling guys, and then he had some bad luck. But this DeChirico guy, his only win was really against Joaquin Buckley, who he was only fighting Buckley because Buckley had that highlight reel head kick there.
That's right.
Joaquin Buckley, man, what a fucking hype train.
Al Hassan there has 7 sub 60-second knockouts.
Who does?
At what? What is that? Welterweight he fights at or middleweight?
He fights at middleweight.
Yeah, 7 under 60-second knockouts.
Who does? Al Hassan?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's pretty impressive, man. That's pretty awesome.
100%.
Now Ben, look, I know that I did not watch The Ultimate Fighter this season closely. I watched a couple episodes. And I know Neko did not watch it either. So when we get to those fights, I'll let you talk about those.
I did watch some of it though.
Some of it, yeah, I watched some of it too. But
yeah. I was just watching some of the fights on YouTube.
Yeah. Now you ready for this? I didn't watch these first 2 fights on here, so Neko, you want to take the reign and talk about these 2 fights?
Kevin Lee and Daniel Rodriguez.
No,
no,
the 2 bottom.
Nope.
No, Ben, go ahead.
I Kevin Lee.
All right, run with it, Ben.
So Mahmoud Muradov and Gerald Mearshart there. This Muradov dude was bullying Mearshart around the cage for most of the fight. He was hitting him with basically everything he threw. Anybody with a little bit more technical striking would have finished Mearshart. I mean, and Mearshart's a tough dude. But anyways, near the 3rd round, they went to the ground and Mearshart just easily grabbed his back and finished him with a submission. It was crazy because the dude there was no way he was winning this fight. And he came out of nowhere and subbed this guy out. And I mean, I guess it goes to show you that Chimaev there definitely hits like a truck because Mearshart got put to sleep by him in a minute and a half or something like that.
Yeah.
And this guy couldn't put Mearshart away over 3 rounds. But Meerschaert called for like a top 15 guy, but I mean, I don't really know if he'll get that. He was gonna lose this fight definitely until that submission.
Okay. And
That
he's
was
at
part of the game
middleweight.
plan,
so-
man. He lulled him to sleep. Literally.
Yeah. I hear you, man. Hey, well, right now, 185. It's kind of a weak division, to be honest with you. Only because Izzy's so much better than everybody, except for Robert Whittaker. I'd say those two are on one level and everybody else is below him. And I mean, he's on a higher level than Robert Whittaker too, but below like number 2, it's just like a crapshoot. So I wouldn't be shocked if they did give him a top 15 fight because, you know, that whole division right now is just treading water pretty much. So I wouldn't be shocked.
That's the problem is that Izzy's so much better than everybody else, and Whittaker has beaten everybody else.
Right, exactly.
Literally everybody else. Like there's nobody that he hasn't beaten.
Yep. It's kind of like for a while there in the middleweight division when Anderson was the champion and Hendo could beat everybody but not Anderson. So it was like, what the hell do you do? You know, that's kind of how it is right now.
Well,
and I mean, you know, I want to see the rematch with him and Izzy, but I don't expect it to be that much different, to be honest with you. I think it'll last longer than like 2 or 3 minutes, but I don't think it'll be, you know, I don't think it'll be as close as a lot of people are saying now.
I think if anybody beats Izzy, it's going to be Whittaker. But even then, like I'm not saying Whittaker's gonna beat him. I think if anybody can,
yeah, I think Whittaker got a shot at putting Izzy to sleep.
But I don't see anybody else. I mean, I guess if I got to see another Darren Till fight or two, you know, because he's a big 185, and his striking's really good. He's got a lot of power. So I mean. But I got to see him do more than just beat whoever it was that his one fight was that he beat.
Yeah.
I think it was Gastelum, right?
It was Gastelum?
I think so.
I think so. I don't know, man. Hopefully, I don't know, man. Darren Till was like unstoppable till he fought Woodley. And then it's just like he's been extremely average since then. I mean, he's lost 3 out of his last 4 fights. And the only fight he did win, like you said, was Gastelum by split decision. So I don't know. It's kind of a hard. It'd be kind of a hard sell unless he wins. I'd say at least 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know, man. Before that, he was like unstoppable. Like when he fought Donald Cerrone, and Cerrone said he'd never heard of him, and he went out there and beat Donald Cerrone's ass.
Yep.
I mean, you know,
sure did.
Pretty nasty, but you know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But what about the Petrosky fight there,
Petrosky was on Tough, right?
Yeah, he was the first pick for whatever team he was on. I can't remember which team.
He actually lost to the guy that won the shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I saw that.
Pretty Ricky?
No.
The other dude.
No, the other dude, yeah.
With the curly
hair.
I think
the guy who beat
Battle.
Gilbert Urbina.
Battle? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay. He's all right. His wrestling is decent.
Petrosky is just a big grappler. He's a strong guy.
Oh, I did see him. He was the first pick. Did he fight on like the first episode? I think he did. I think he fought.
I'm not sure, but
he's the first and second episodes.
But down the line, he wound up fighting Battle in the semis and losing to him.
All right.
Decent wrestling, but yeah. What happened in this fight, Ben?
Petrosky really just dictated wherever the fight was going to take place. Gilmore, I didn't see anything from Gilmore that I thought was going to win the fight. He didn't seem to sit on his punches. He didn't seem to string anything together. I mean, Petrosky's a big dude and he's a strong dude, and his grappling, once he gets on top of you, it's hard to get him off of you. But it made it all the way to the third before Petrosky got him down and finished it with a TKO, ground and pound.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Good for him.
Gotcha. Nice. Yeah, that's a good debut for him.
All right, and now we are tuned in.
So Neko,
this is where I came in. Brandon, was you watching on these fights?
Nate Outlaw, did you watch this fight, bro?
Yeah. Actually, the crazy thing is, I didn't hear Petrosky's name, and so like, towards the end of the fight. So every time I heard Andre, I was like, that's not fucking Arlovsky. Why do they keep saying Andre? And the beard was throwing me off.
Yeah, I got you. Did you watch D-Rod versus Kevin Lee?
Yeah, Kevin. I don't know, man. I thought Kevin Lee would have been out of UFC already.
Damn.
That ass, like the last 3 fights, I thought he would have been Bellator bound by now.
You know what? I kind of agree with you though, B. I honestly do. I do. I was just telling Will that it might take one more loss for him to join my lineup, but I think that he made the list already now.
I just feel like he's already made his biggest impactful moment in the UFC.
Yeah. The head kick versus Gregor.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
That and his submission win over Michael Chiesa, I'd say, are his two biggest wins. But I mean, he's only 2-5 in his last 7.
He had a main event there, didn't he, where he beat the piss out of Edson Barboza?
Yep, that's true too.
Yep.
Knocked him around the ring. I mean, okay, so Kevin Lee.
If he could get down to 155 and do that consistently, he would be an eater of worlds. He would destroy shit there. He's too small. He's too little.
He said, and he even said pre-fight that this was as big as he's ever felt at 170, and he was still tiny.
He was still small.
He was still super small. And I mean, I like Daniel Rodriguez. I'm not a UFC fighter. This guy would whoop my ass, but he's not a top 14, 15 guy in reality right yet.
Yep.
And he made him look like, like he beat him up for the better part of 3 rounds. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
If you're Kevin Lee, you go back to 155, you give it one more shot, and if you don't win this fight, you got to really think about what you're doing. I mean,
I agree. Well, I don't want to take anything away from him. Kevin Lee did come out. He tried to work a decently rangy fight. He was working off his teep and his leg kicks. He was trying to work behind the jab. But on the feet, it really just seemed like Daniel Rodriguez was one step ahead of him. Yeah. Kevin Lee did a good job securing the takedown in the first round. I thought that he took the first round because of that. Second round, he got the takedown as well, but Rodriguez was great getting back to his feet and winning the scramble. I think he gave his back up for a split second, pushed off the cage, turned into the guard. He did some really nice things, or at least made him look really nice for somebody like Kevin Lee. So, I mean, all in all, I agree with what Ben said. I think after this, it's you got to get serious about hitting 155 consistently if you want to make your mark out there. Otherwise, you might have to hit the bricks. What are you doing?
It would be one thing if when he moved up, he had a physical advantage over these guys, but he doesn't. Yeah, he's not stronger. He's not bigger than these other guys. So what's the advantage of going to 170 other than you just being too lazy to cut weight?
Yeah.
Yep. He's still ranked at 155, number 11.
He should be. I feel like the few losses he has at 155 are against really good guys. But like I said, he's got that win over Edson Barboza, the head kick against Gregor. At 155, he has the tools to make noise. But at 170, he's just too little.
He's number 11 at 155. And Connor's number 9. You think maybe they should fight?
You saw him come out with the statement that he's the only one could bring the fight to Usman. Shut the fuck up.
Who did?
Kevin.
Oh, Jesus. Come on, man.
He's smoking crack. No, you're not bringing no damn fight to Usman.
That's not a good idea. Oh. Man, I'll tell you what. Kevin Lee, a couple times, he got the jump on Daniel Rodriguez, but at 170, he just doesn't have the power. He landed some crisp shots, some nice shots. And I told you, Neko, the other day, don't do that. I like Kevin Lee. In fact, while I was watching the fight, I was rooting for Kevin Lee, even though I picked Daniel Rodriguez.
Yeah, you wrote some in.
I mean, he's like he's a likable guy, and he's a guy that you can get behind, man. But like you said, he's just too small, bro. And when they stood there, and he's 3-4 inches shorter than Daniel Rodriguez. I mean, it was almost like the Jake Paul fight. It was it's ridiculous. Yeah, he looked a little bit thicker than Rodriguez, but
whoa, hey, yo.
What, Rodriguez was wider, but
he's a big boy. Rodriguez is a big boy.
That message sponsored by Jake Paul.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, listen,
Nah,
I don't want to hear shit after Tyron came out in shorts that said dude wipes on him.
Oh, dude wipes. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Brandon, you got you some dude wipes?
He popped out with his Miami Vice attire on. He thought he
But
was fly.
do you use dude wipes? If so, what scent?
Nah, but if I did, probably eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus?
Eucalyptus.
Are dude wipes baby wipes for dudes?
Summer's
Yeah.
Eve.
Summer's Eve for dudes. Gotcha. Right on.
Oh, is it really?
No, I don't
didn't
know.
even know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Nate Outlaw said, "Do they have the hemp scented?" That's what we need to
That would
find
be
out, man.
relaxing.
There you
Yo,
go.
facts.
Big facts.
There you go, man. So this this fight right here was the bantamweight tough finale fight. Went to a split decision, man. This was a good fight. It was a wild fight. When it went to the judges' scorecard, I had no idea who they were going to give it to. Completely honestly, I had no idea because it was back and forth so much. Yeah.
I knew they were going to give it to Ricky.
Did you?
Yes.
I didn't.
Yeah.
When it was over, I had a feeling it was going to be a split decision, but I didn't know who they were going to give it to, honestly. Ricky showed a ton of heart because he was kind of getting the business at the beginning of the fight. You know?
Yeah.
But go ahead, talk about it, man.
I think that
I loved it.
Yes. Talk, me.
They was in there just throwing bombs. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Old school UFC.
Yeah. It was
something like that fight of the night.
Yeah, it was something like that Bonner versus Griffin fight, honestly.
Hell
yes.
Two
little guys.
Yes.
Know? But
Ricky
Ben,
went out there. Ricky went out there throwing fucking crazy shit, but he was doing that on the show already, man. He just embraces that lifestyle, and if you got to see like how he interacts with his father, like they just really embrace every single side of the martial arts life, and you could tell he was ready to die on his sword out there. You could see how much his jiu-jitsu advanced because every time they were on the ground, like he would just transition into an X guard and use that to push him up and get back onto his feet. And like, it was just, you know what I'm talking about, right, Will?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like,
he was very resilient, man.
Super resilient, very crafty with the way in which he got back to his feet. And I thought it was a beautiful performance all around. I had it 2-1.
He didn't settle for any positions, you know what I mean? Like, he never felt discouraged by any position that he was a negative for him. He just found a way to get through that position.
Yeah, man.
He reminds me a lot of Chito Vera. Like, he's just constantly moving forward, constantly pressuring, and he's a good dude. He's a good fighter.
Yeah.
He definitely looks like he's born to fight.
Yeah, for real. You're not
just
kidding about that.
Somebody likes to get in there and get rough. Pause.
Hey, speaking of Chito Vera, real quick, did you guys see that he's fighting Frankie Edgar?
Frankie Edgar.
I did see that.
I think that's more of a let's see where Edgar's at than let's see where Chito's at. But no disrespect to Chito. I just think, you know.
Yeah, I could see that. Definitely. Especially coming out of that nasty knockout that Frankie took in his last fight. But I'll tell you guys what, I think that we're going to see a lot of Brady and Ricky both in the UFC. I don't know if they gave Brady a contract off of that, but they should. He's pretty damn good. And Ricky obviously will get the contract, and that's a fight that I think that we may see again, down the road. Let's see. So moving on up to the middleweight finale. Let's see. So that was Brian Battle versus Gilbert Urbina.
Yeah.
And that went to the second round where Brian won by submission. Neko, honestly, I didn't see this fight either, man. Like I said, I was in and out.
But now, if I'm not mistaken, Urbina had two brothers who were also on The Ultimate Fighter. So he was fighting for legacy out there. He came out fucking hot. He went after it. Ultimately, Battle withstood that first opening onslaught. And I think that Urbina took the fight on like 10 days notice or something like that as well. So I think
why was Urbina not supposed to be in the finale?
Nah, somebody else was, I think.
Okay. I
I'm not
wasn't. I
sure
didn't know
who.
that.
I'm not sure who. I'm pretty sure he took it on 10 days notice. I could
Okay.
be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that's what I heard.
Bro, he's got awesome hair. Let's put it that way.
Come on, man.
That
Facts.
hair is
Poor Eddie Guerrero.
You know.
Latino heat, baby.
You already know.
Oh my god, when he had the like the singlet but the pants as well, and there was the fire up the
Yeah.
sides.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Old school Eddie.
That shit was dope as hell.
I feel like this will be another case where Urbina will probably fight again in the UFC just because middleweight's pretty shallow. It's kind of like you said, Will. And he did look exciting, you know what I mean? He didn't go out there and just lay a big fat egg. He just got beat, you know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah. Tim said yes, he was a fill-in.
y'all know what's up.
So I'm gonna have to go back and watch some of these fights. Like I said, I had a rough weekend for me, guys, but I'm here and I'm back, so that's a good thing. Where was that? I was trying to pull something up for Neko here, and I completely lost it. What the fuck? Come on. I had one job and I messed it up.
I think you were looking about Urbina, right? But
No, something else. But I lost it. It's all good. Anyway, so you were saying, Ben, you think that they'll both be in the UFC?
well, I think that Urbina will get another shot, right? I mean, he was a fill-in, so you know how good can you actually do on 10 days' notice or whatever? Plus, he went out there and I think he knew that he was only on 10 days' notice, so he went out and he blew his wad in that first round and didn't get the finish.
Yeah, but he definitely went for that shit though. He had that man in trouble.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I guess I'll have to check that out. The main event was good. It was I felt like it was a little bit one-sided. Giga just came out there and he just looked like he was one step ahead. He's a tough dude, man. I think he showed that he belongs towards the top of the division. You know, they kind of it's a little bit of a crapshoot up there right now because there are a bunch of good featherweights at the top of the division, but Giga showed that he's ready to fight some of those guys, you know. What'd you think about that, Neko?
Yo, Giga came out there super fucking rangy. He opened up with the leg kick versus Barboza. Barboza was trying to return them shits heavy. I've never seen anybody really use the front teep, that front kick at a face level to keep their range like Giga did. He just looked fucking strong, man, all around, dude. Like he really did. So hats off to him. He fought a great fight. I was not expecting that KO like that. But I mean, once he touched him, he got on that ass, man. I honestly thought it was kind of an early stoppage. I thought it was a little early there.
Yeah. It may have been, but we're echoing again. It may have been, but I think that it wouldn't have really made a difference, to be honest with you. I think
no, not at all. I don't think it would have made a difference either, but definitely a little early.
Yeah. Especially these older guys, you might want to give them a little bit more of a shot to, you know, to go out on their shield, like you were talking about earlier. What did you think of this?
Edson, it only takes one shot for him, man. If he could clear them cobwebs, man, you never know the type of shit that he could throw.
Yeah, that's true. BC, what'd you think of this fight, bro?
I always think Edson's dangerous with those kicks, man. I don't want no parts of them shits. But
definitely is,
that
man.
being said, Giga was the man of the night.
Yeah,
you got to tip your hat to him. He came out there ready.
Edson was definitely prepared for that Giga kick, though, man. He checked a few of them things to the body. He was ready for them. Knee right in place.
They call it a Giga kick?
It's just he's dropped so many people with that liver shot kick. They're just calling it the Giga now.
I think that's a Pokemon move.
Fact. Just for you, Neko, I got this, though.
Oh, look, come on, baby.
Big facts.
Come on, baby.
Is that? Hey, look at them next to each other, bro. Yes. They look like brothers.
Oh my god.
And
that's crazy. What a
combination of Ben and Gilbert Urbina.
Yeah. Facts.
It's actually Gilbert Urbina Guerrero. They just don't call him all three names.
Love it.
But yeah, so like I said, that was a good main event. I think because of the finale was on there, they didn't put the best card together around it. But as far as name wise, but there was still some good bangers on this card. So overall, pretty good fight night. I would say. So getting back to other things. First of all, I just wanted to show you this there, Neko.
Yes. That's so fun. Yo, man.
That's the truth.
Just kids doing stupid shit, man. I remember one time in high school, I was just talking some bullshit to my friends, and I said something like, "Oh my god, this shit's so gay." Like, didn't think nothing of it. And Miss Skeen heard me. Miss Skeen was our gym teacher. She was like, "Oh, what's that supposed to mean?" And like just like put me on the spot in front of everybody. Made me feel so fucking bad, man. But yeah. Kids don't do shit like that, man. Yeah. I was in the wrong.
But see, like we come from a different time.
Yes, bro.
You know, and back then it wasn't that big of a deal just to say that. And you were not talking about anybody's sexuality when you did.
Nah.
You know, but times have changed.
Shout out to Miss Kino for validating the meme.
Yo, facts, 100%. If y'all do Miss Ski, man, she looked right up that alley.
Facts.
Yeah. Hey, Ben, were you watching the other week when I told everybody why? You might have been on here. Why R-Truth is the greatest WWE superstar of all time?
Oh my God.
Ben, did you see this? This is why. Boom. Hey, man, you can't dispute it. BC, can you dispute that?
Nah, numbers don't lie.
Number one of all time.
45.
45, bro.
R-Truth had said some stuff on Twitter about CM Punk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of trashing Punk's debut, like don't believe in this man kind of deal. Some fan tweeted out like, nobody's gonna take the opinion of a jobber. Like you quit being a main eventer in TNA to go be a comedian in WWE. R-Truth retweeted this guy and just said, "Yo, mama's a jobber."
Nice. That's hilarious, man. Bro, R-Truth is the man. I don't give a fuck. That dude has reinvented himself. Neko, cheers, man. I got the cherry tonight. Cheers, bro.
That's word, baby. Yo, actually, I was at a...
Ben, cheers.
Oh, my God. Look, this is validation, man. I was at a party over the weekend for one of my homegirls' birthdays, and I met this guy there. His name was Fidel, and I was telling him about the podcast. I told him how damn near every night me and my cousin are cheers in a fucking Coke. They were like offering me water. Like, I don't fuck with water, man. I fuck with Coca-Cola and Coca-Cola only. You know what I mean? I told them, man, at the beginning of these podcasts, man, we're cracking a fucking cold one the majority of the time. And here we are. I stayed true to my fucking word.
And even Ben's there with the Coca-Cola. BC, where's your Coke, man? Come on.
I don't drink soda.
No, he doesn't.
You need to start.
No.
All right, before we get into the Jake Paul fight, I just want to show you guys one more real quick thing. This is a newly released bout agreement. There it is.
Why is fuck that? Why is Paul chained up like that?
Paul on a pole match. Paul on a pole match.
It's a Paul on a pole. Oh, I can't see that because my thing is all right. Now I see it. Paul on a pole. Interesting. Winner gets Paul.
I hate to ask this question, but is this a rib or what? Like,
nah, yeah, I'm just fucking around. It's just something funny. But what do you guys think of this?
Oh my God.
Yo, imagine
that's fine.
MJF rap gimmick.
No.
It'd be awesome.
We already saw the fucking Showtime shit. Broadway.
They canceled what's homie's name that was doing that shit with the Acclaimed?
Oh fuck. I forget his name.
Fuck, I can't remember his name either, but they canceled the dude.
Why?
Because he said
something crazy.
About, fuck, what's her name? I think he said something about Simone Biles.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Hey, I actually found a legit picture of Ben when he was a kid. Check this out. There he is. Ben in elementary school.
That is 100% my very good friend David Beggy.
Oh, okay.
You want to know the sad truth, though, is
What's
that I was not a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan.
Who's not a Stone Cold Steve Austin
Kick
fan?
him off
Everybody.
right now. Kick him off right now.
Me, I
Oh my god.
was not a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan as a kid.
Ben.
Well,
Why though? I'm curious why.
Hold on, before he tells us why, Ben. Go ahead and tell us why.
So I grew up in a trailer park, right? And one of the kids that we would always go over to his house to play football because he had the biggest yard. His dad would walk around in blue jean shorts,
Oh, Jesus.
a black sleeveless T-shirt, bald head, goatee, and drinking his beer. And he'd come out and we'd be playing football, and he'd be like, "What the hell's wrong with you kids? Are you fucking stupid? You're gonna get fucking hurt!" And he'd just be like yelling at us, all hammered. And he'd dig holes in the ground to bury his beer so his beer would stay cold. And he just sucked, and he thought he was Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he made me hate Steve Austin. It was awful.
That's legit. I could buy that.
Childhood trauma is real. It's very real.
It just sucked. But I mean, now that I'm older, like watching Stone Cold stuff, I get a really good chuckle out of it. Like, man, he was pretty good at what he did, though.
Who's one of y'all's? Who's one of y'all's that y'all hated as a kid?
I have to think about that
Jeff
for
Jarrett.
a second.
Double J.
That's a given, though. Jeff Jarrett was a prick.
Double J.
I've always been a fan of Double J. I'm trying to think of who I didn't like, though. I mean, look, I actually caught a lot of heat for putting this on Facebook. But look, I was, hand to God, I was never a Chris Benoit fan. I always thought he was the most boring wrestler ever.
Man.
I'd never liked the dude. Not once.
I feel like you was old enough at the age. I feel like you was old enough to understand what he was doing.
I am, but the problem was he was like a robot.
It's fucking great.
I mean, he was like a robot, though. Yeah, he
What
did
you want
every
him to
move
do? Doink
perfectly.
the clown?
No, but he couldn't talk to save his life, and then they'd actually let him do promos, and they
He's
were
Canadian,
so bad.
though.
Oh God, oh my gosh, he was so boring, man. I mean, there's some people that are like that, like Jericho. Jericho is like a awesome technician, especially back then. Eddie Guerrero, but those guys were entertaining, man. I just thought the Benoit was so boring, man. I mean, I feel like that'd be torture if you tied me up and for like a full day and just put on Benoit matches. I would tell anything, man. I would tell on everybody. That shit would be like complete torture to me. Yo.
Wow.
So if he was boring, then what do you think about Steve Blackman?
Steve Blackman was horrible. I was not a fan of Steve Blackman. He did some cool shit, but I wasn't a fan of his at all.
That's it. He had the whole hardcore gimmick that made it worth it.
Nah, there was a lot of guys that I'll be honest with you guys before we get into Jake Paul. There were a lot of guys from the Attitude Era that I was never a fan of. I was never a fan of Al Snow, never a fan of like Hardcore Holly. I was never a fan of Steve Blackman, like you said. I was never a Benoit fan. Who else?
Here's my hot take on the Attitude Era. People remember it as being something that it's not, because outside of like maybe 6 guys, everybody on that roster was trash.
I don't know about all that. I mean, there was some really good people. I think more than 6 people, but
the guy that I didn't like is Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
Hulk Hogan was a shit. Yeah, he was awful.
I thought he was trash.
I think the nostalgia,
and I like Randy Savage more. I was Randy over Hogan.
That's a Gatling thing, man. For real,
you know what I mean? It's 1,000% Randy over Ricky Steamboat over Hogan.
Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Superfly over Hogan.
Yep.
Fuck Hogan.
Yep. The Junkyard Dog over Hogan.
Facts.
BC, what were you saying,
Kamala
bro?
over Hogan.
What were you saying,
I
bro?
was saying the nostalgia of the Attitude Era is really just because a lot of the stuff that flew then wouldn't work now. Like, there's not a
Right.
lot of people that can be better on the mic than The Rock or Stone Cold was and be over in the way that they were. Like,
No.
the survivability of gimmicks like Mankind, Gold Dust, shit like that
Val
wouldn't really
Venus.
work for a lot of people. They made a
Yeah.
lot of legends in that time.
Yeah, but Gold Dust and Val Venus aren't main event guys. They're not guys that you're ever going to put a title on. Like, I meant outside of, like,
see.
The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H. Not even Triple H yet, because he wasn't even a big guy until after the Attitude Era. You know, so you had
When-
Mankind, The Rock, Stone
Yeah.
Cold, The Undertaker. You had 5 people that
Shawn
were
Michaels.
that Michaels was even out by then, because '98 Royal Rumble was his last match, or the WrestleMania after that was his last match.
Right. I mean, that's the Attitude Era, though.
But he missed a majority of the Attitude Era. Like, the Attitude Era is until
Well, basically, he did the first half, and then Triple H did the second half. Because remember,
there
like, the
just
day
wasn't
after.
a lot of convincing people that could have led the company back then. I felt like their mid card and their undercard was a lot of shitty, like, weird gimmicks, but there was nothing there. There was not a lot of substance to their wrestling.
Hey, man. Hey, you don't talk shit about Kai and Ty, all right?
I didn't. They choppy my pee-pee. I ain't talking shit about them.
I'm just fucking around.
choppy, yo, PV.
Yeah.
The fucking katana.
Indeed.
We'll have to have an episode about the Attitude Era sometime. But before, let's go ahead and talk about Jake Paul after you guys check out this meme right here.
That is me right there. Holy shit.
Oh, you forgot about Kurt Angle. He was the man during that time too.
Yo, facts. He was. Chris
Chris
Jericho. Jericho was there.
Yeah, there you go, Brandon. There's a perfect example. You had somebody like Kurt Angle, who I think was as good of a technician in the ring as Chris Benoit, but made shit entertaining. Then you had Chris Benoit, who was in there and, like, he was like my science teacher, man. I didn't want to, like, pay him any attention at all.
Yeah, but
Jericho is. How many moves did Jericho have?
1,001.
Exactly. That's a real technician.
Yeah.
The best Chris Benoit promo was when Edge and Christian.
What's that? What'd you say?
You couldn't really treat Benoit the same way they were treating Kurt Angle. It wouldn't work.
Hey, look, I even thought Dean Malenko was more entertaining than Chris
Talk
Benoit.
about my fucking guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, he made it more entertaining. Like, he actually had, like, a personality. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Well, like I said, we'll talk about the Attitude Era and all that stuff sometime.
Lita loves Dean.
I hear you, bro. All right. Let's get into that later on. But now for what we want to talk about next is the Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley card fight, all that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and start with this. Hold on, let me turn off the banner. He was never my friend.
Yo,
that's the MMA community right now.
That's a fact. Except for me.
Yeah, me too. What bothers me about it? Let me just start with this. Now that the fight happened, and even before the fight, I noticed this. According to a lot of MMA fans, there were only two possible outcomes for this fight. Either Tyron Woodley wins or the fight is fixed. And I'm like, come on.
Bro, they were still writing rig.
Yeah.
They were still writing rig.
Oh, absolutely. And
come on, man.
I even thought this was funny, but it's ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah, hey, look, Jake Paul took a good shot. One good shot. I mean, Tyron landed a couple other decent shots, but that was the one. And because that was the biggest shot of the fight, I think a lot of people are like, oh, Woodley could have beaten him.
How many times did Love hurt the Russian dude during their fight? Plenty of times. Homie hit the rope, stayed on his feet. He didn't close the show out. He remained patient. So because Tyron remained patient and looked for the shot as opposed to jumping all over him, now the fight is rigged? Is that what we're going to say? He didn't just fuck up, according to y'all? But normally, there's fighters who will remain patient and look for that fucking shot or walk you into the shot or set that shot up.
Right.
Tyron's not a boxer. He don't know how to do that shit yet. I'm telling you, that's what it is. And he gave him too much time. Jay started backing him off with that jab again.
Yeah.
I'm going to start from the top of the fight, though, if we're going to do this right now. Are we starting there, or are we going with all the fights?
No, we could just talk, we'll talk about...
we don't want to talk about all the fights because I went 5-0.
No, you could talk about it. Go ahead, man. I mean...
I did go 5-0, right?
I guess. I mean,
what you mean
I think
you
you
guess,
did.
Will?
Yeah, I saw your...
What you mean you guess, Will?
I saw your post. The only 2 fights that I picked on the card, I was right on too. Because I knew Tommy Fury was going to win, and I knew Jake Paul was going to win. So I went 2-0. I didn't really mess around with the fights that I didn't know a lot about.
All right, Tommy Fury did. All right, I guess, versus Anthony Taylor.
No,
Anthony
he didn't.
Taylor just didn't look like shit, though.
He's an MMA fighter that fights at 145, and he was boxing a 185 pounder.
But can we talk about this? How do How does the fucking, what is it? The British Commission? Yeah, British Commission call in and say that it's only gonna go 4 rounds because he doesn't have enough experience yet to go 8. Yeah. Like what is going on here? Why? And you still don't close it out? What's happening here?
Yeah, I thought Tommy Fury looked like shit, man. Straight up, I thought he looked horrible.
I saw what he was trying to do. And he was following his cornerman's instruction. Who is that? Capetillo, who was telling him to go with the double jab and then the right hand. I saw him trying to set it up, but he wasn't good at maintaining that range. Nah, Will, you're right. Jab? Yeah, nah, Will, you're right.
Right about
he didn't look too good. He didn't look too good, but I saw what he was trying to do.
Look, the dude, I mean, he looks like a movie star. He really doesn't look like a fighter. And he definitely didn't get the good genes that Tyson Fury got out of that deal as far as the fighter genes. Because he was just, man, I don't know.
He needs a bald head. He got to cut his hair off.
I just wasn't impressed with him. And Taylor, the only reason why Anthony Taylor is Jake Paul's sparring partner, you know why, right, Neko?
No.
Because all Jake Paul fights is MMA fighters. So he hired an MMA fighter that's okay at boxing because that's exactly how he's going to fight that person. He sees what this dude is going to do, and he's like, oh, okay, this is how an MMA fighter would box me? That's the only reason why, bro. I promise you. And it's smart. It's a good game plan. But then Jake Paul puts Tommy Fury against him, right? Yeah. So now I'm going to fight you. I get my sparring partner to fight you. So now I could gauge how you're going to do against me based on how I do against my sparring partner. Now, my whole entire camp has coached against you already. We see what you're all about. It was smart, man. It was smart getting Tommy Fury on this card and smart putting his sparring partner against him. But what'd you think of this fight, Ben? You're sitting there giving me crazy looks, man. What's up?
Oh, I don't disagree with what you're saying at all. I just think that fight specifically was a flipping circus, man. I mean,
it was
it's like you said, you have a 145-pound MMA fighter fighting a 185-pound boxer.
Yep.
Like, come on, man. That's absolutely absurd. Where would that happen ever? Like,
Do you guys know why Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor, do you know what his claim to fame is? Why he's like somewhat known in any kind of community? Do you remember about that, Ben? It's because he tried to ask out one of the R&B singers on Twitter. Do you remember that?
Who?
I think it was let me see. Let me look it up. That's why, though. That's the only reason why. That he got kind of famous. I want to say it was Monica, but I'm not sure.
Yo, chill out.
No, seriously.
Angel of mine. Nobody fuck with that Monica song?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Nah, just me.
I was wrong.
You thought I was gonna do The Boy Is Mine? The Boy Is Mine. The Boy Is Mine.
The Boy Is Mine.
Yeah. Oh, look at Ben in his fucking bag right now.
Look, I'm gonna show you guys because for real, he had like a decent little he had like a decent little run of the media picking up on his stuff a while back. But hold on, I'm gonna show you guys this because obviously you don't remember it, but that's cool. And you probably might remember it, just not remember that it was him. But let me just show you guys real quick, and then we can get back to that fight. Let's see.
Hey, I'm Anthony Taylor. I'm stepping into the shade room, shooting my shots at Keisha Coles. Would love to know if you'd like to go out to dinner or possibly a hike. Let me know.
Let me know.
Where's the answer? Hey, I'm Anthony Taylor.
That's how. First he said Keisha Coles, which I think is hilarious. He said Coles, not Cole. But
Coles.
Yeah. But yeah, that like for real, he was like, I don't know. That was a couple years ago, and all of a sudden, like people knew who he was for like a few days because of that.
That dude's a fucking comedian, though. He's a comedian.
He is.
Honestly,
he's a super
fucking
troll.
character. So
yeah,
a character and a half.
Yep.
But yeah, man, I thought Tommy's feet looked decently clean, man, but he didn't do a good job separating and firing off good shots. He did find the uppercut a couple times. I thought that started to land clean for him. He probably should have went back to that well a little bit more. I would tune in for him versus Jake.
I would watch him versus Jake.
Yeah, I'll watch him versus Jake.
Now let me ask you this, because I don't follow boxing like I used to. Is he even in Tyson Fury's camp, or is he his own commodity?
I don't think he's in Tyson's camp, but he has sparred at Tyson's camp and with some of the guys over there. But I think he's strictly under George.
Okay.
Nah, because I didn't see, like, you would have thought that if he was in any way associated with Tyson Fury, you would have heard about that in the pre-match build-up. Like, Tyson Fury endorsed Brandon Loughnane at PFL. Like, he did a little, good luck, Brandon, like, get your and so if he didn't do it for this cat, he's probably got nothing to do with it.
But it's so strange with Tyson. Like, I'll see him like at Kronk, but then I'll see him work with George Capetillo, and like I see him over there with like Canelo's crew. So it's like,
yeah,
I don't know where the fuck he's at, man. He's just getting anything he can wherever he can get it, I guess.
Smart guy.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, so I don't know. Hey, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, when this did happen, the whole Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor thing, Keisha Cole did respond. She said, I'd love to have someone, but right now isn't the time. I need to focus on this new music. It's grind time. But this was real sweet. AKA, hell nah. That was her nice way of saying, hell nah.
Boy, get off my phone.
For real. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Did you see this fight, BC? Tommy Fury versus Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor?
I'll try.
I think BC's a little bit frozen. Hey, look. Oh, go.
Fight.
Nate, go ahead. We missed you for a minute. Say that again.
I ain't really like none of the action in the fight, or the fact that it was so short.
Yeah.
I thought that what I heard about this Tommy Fury kid was definitely overblown.
Yeah.
But it could have just been his matchup. You never know. I only seen one fight. Can't judge a guy off one fight. I know how that goes.
Yeah. But still, you would think that he would have been able to come in and do. I feel like he should have been able to come in and do better. I don't care if he was a weird
fighting a sparring partner. He's supposed to be the next big thing or whatever they saying. That
yeah.
I was like, well, that was underwhelming.
Right.
Only to be underdone by the main card.
By the main event?
By the main event.
Bro, stop.
Oh, I got time.
Oh, I got time too.
Yeah. All right. So what was the next fight, Neko? Do I need to pull up these fights?
The next fight was Montana Love, right?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it was that one. And then it was Serrano, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Du Bois and then Serrano.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then
I didn't see that one.
it's
Okay,
definitely
yeah.
Montana Love next.
Yeah, against Ivan Baranchik.
Great fight.
That was a good fight.
It
Montana,
was a very good fight.
Montana was taking some damage in there, huh?
Well, they both were taking damage. I thought that to start the fight, Montana was putting on a fucking clinic and he wasn't even getting touched, honestly. Defensively, he looked fantastic while he was on his bike and, fighting backwards off of his jab. He looked great. Eventually, what's my guy's name? I don't want to just not refer to him properly. Ivan. All right. Well, Ivan did a good job finally finding a shot, and he did rock him. But, I think the whole entire time, Love was dominant in setting his shots up and finding that left hand.
Right. I'm with you. I agree. I was kind of surprised that he didn't make it out for the what was it for the?
And
seventh?
This is the third time. Is this the third time Ivan's lost to a southpaw?
Oh, is it?
Okay. I know recently most of his losses have been coming from southpaws, and it's just like once again there it is. Homie found the blueprint. He landed that hand flush. He put that man out.
Yeah, that's true. I was surprised that Ivan didn't answer the bell for the 8th. I guess his corner stopped it. I thought
the way that he landed that fucking uppercut to close that shit out, like that was it, bro.
He was done.
There was no more.
You could tell every round he was gaining more and more confidence how to set up his power shots, and they was landing.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
The percentage was too high. Like even if they were coming, in between Ivan's flurries, because he was going hog shit crazy. He wasn't setting nothing up off the jab. He was just going for power shots. So you could tell he was kind of getting desperate and he was getting frustrated that he was missing so often. If you stop looking for your jab, it's probably because you're frustrated or you're just like in total control of your range. Ivan was never in total control of his range. He was just looking for one shot to land.
I think they called it off there at the end of the 8th because, like you said, he got cracked with that massive uppercut at the end of the round.
Massive.
No, there was no way he was going to win this fight, and he was just going to take more damage. You might as well call it off and live to see another day.
And it was while evading the power shot from Ivan. He was already out of the way of that shot when that uppercut landed. It was timing was too crazy.
Yeah,
Neko, like DC always says, man, about these guys. He says, man, you can't be hunting for that one power shot. He said, if you're gonna pull up to the drive-through, at least get you a 2-piece and a biscuit. He's like, don't just get one piece of chicken. So yeah,
DC with the chicken advice.
Hey, if anybody knows about chicken, it's DC.
No, that's Derek Lewis.
Thanks.
Derek Lewis and DC. Hey man, okay, look, if they had a fried chicken eating contest, who would win? They both talk about that shit. Lewis?
Derek Lewis.
I don't know, Neko. Look,
Derek Lewis.
I'm gonna tell you why DC would win. Because this dude cut weight for like a lot of his life, man. You know the wrestlers that cut a lot of weight, bro, they can eat, man. They can throw down. Yeah. I don't think Derek Lewis knows what it's like to starve himself.
I don't know, man. I think D. Lewis, he's like, he gonna eat and then he's just like, yo, I gotta take a boo-boo. And he gonna go take a shit. He gonna come back. He gonna keep eating.
Hey, man, but DC's all about that cake and chicken, man. Hey, but so tell me about this Dubois versus Cusimano fight.
He fucked Cusimano up.
Right off the jump.
He beat that ass off the jump. He was nonstop pressure forward in his face, landing fucking bomb after bomb. He ate a shot, didn't give a fuck, just rolled with it, kept delivering bomb after bomb. It was nothing in that fight that made it seem like he was ever gonna be in it, you know.
Tim, are you talking about this stoppage? Was this a controversial stoppage?
No, Dubois was fucking that guy up.
Okay, maybe he's talking about the fight before when the corner stopped it. I don't know.
He went down once and he waited for the 9 count. The second time, I think he tried to do it again, but the ref was like, "Nah, it's a wrap." Or he went down 3 times in 1 round.
Oh, he's talking about the Love fight.
No.
Okay, yeah. So the Love fight, I was surprised that his corner called it off, but they all said they weren't surprised just because he was taking an ass whipping. Yo, Uncle Chili in the building. What's up, Chili Willie? What's up, bro?
ECW original
and legend.
and
My
legend.
boy, Chili Willie. Right in time to talk about Jake Paul, by the way. But yes, there wasn't much going on in that fight. I actually missed that fight taking my dogs outside. But the next fight, Nico, was Amanda Serrano versus Yamaleth Mikado.
Yo, Mikado is a fucking warrior, man. She could take a fucking
She took an ass whipping, huh?
She could take a beating, yo.
Yeah. Yep. So
Serrano did a great job setting up her shot. She was digging at the body, looking for that liver shot. She looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Especially each other like chasing somebody that's on that bike and setting those shots up. Like, come on.
Yeah, for real. So
he said Drake trash ass Paul.
Hey, look. Okay, so anyway, Serrano won 97, 93, 98, 92, 99, 91. Unanimous decision. But Mercado definitely could take an ass whipping and keep on trucking.
Yeah, 100%.
So look, the main event. Look, Chili Willie, okay? Man, you got to listen to Neko, bro. Every time you bet against him, bro. Come on, Chili.
I'm just here to tell you what it is, man. I ain't here to tell y'all no lies. I'm not here to tell y'all no lies. Oh, look, and while I was at this party, man, my boy Joe Bear is like, oh my God. All right, so first of all, I went to this party and I had to, bring something to drink. So what did I bring?
Oh, you brought your proper 12?
I brought the proper 12.
Nice.
I brought the proper 12. I'll spread the wealth a little bit. Let me get some of this shit off right now. I'm not going to drink all of it, certainly. Canes, that boy is a promo genius. How much you think he got paid for that?
Probably a ton.
Come on. Anyway, so I go to this party, man. I mean, this dude Fidel, man. We're chopping it up a little bit. Oh, he sees me with the proper 12. Oh, you must be a McGregor fan. No, I'm not a McGregor fan. Actually, my cousin is a dick. That's how I got this pop. So we go through this whole entire
Nico, I don't like your attitude, man.
Yeah. So we go
Hit him with the button. Hit him with the button.
Oh, I'm gonna. Chili, check out my new button, bro. Anytime anybody pisses me off.
Yeah.
There it is.
So anyway, we go through the whole spiel about how I hate Conor McGregor. Eventually, he winds up asking me, "Oh, how do you feel about the YouTube boxing and yada yada yada?" And I'm telling him, "Oh, I'm actually a fan of it, And he's like, "Oh, so you like Jake Paul?" I'm like, "Yes, I like Jake Paul." He's like, "That makes absolutely no sense." My boy Joe Bear is there. He's like, "Yeah, he's such a fanboy, like nuts in his face. He sings his praises all the time." Nah, motherfuckers, that's not even what it is. I just can tell when he gonna win the fight and when he not. I'm just telling y'all how I feel on it. I'm making honest assessments. I'm just making honest assessments. And the same way y'all gonna hate on this boy for no fucking reason, I'm gonna support him. I'm gonna just do the total opposite of y'all, because y'all hate on him for no reason. If he was an amateur right now and there wasn't eyes on him, y'all wouldn't have shit to say about him fighting Tyron Woodley. You'd be like, "Oh, this amateur boxer is fighting Tyron Woodley," and all eyes would be on Tyron Woodley. And fuck this fucking kid, right? It's only his 4th fucking fight. That's a step up in competition for anybody. Tyron Woodley is not no fucking walk in the park for anyone.
No, he's not.
Under any circumstance. I don't care if it's in the street, in the boxing ring, in the octagon. He's not a walk in the park. So for him to go out there and to perform the way that he did, it legitimizes him to a degree. He is a professional novice boxer. That's what he is. He has millions of fucking fans. So there's going to be eyes on him when he performs. And he has to find the right dance partner when he does.
Yeah, that's true. That's what Tim was just saying. So I'm going to start out by saying the most impressive part of Tyron Woodley was the sit down with him and Jake Paul and Ariel Helwani. Bro, Woodley was good in that, man. I actually thought he was great, to be honest with you.
I did too. I thought that was one of Woodley. I thought that was a great job. When he clapped for him after the monologue, I thought that was brilliant.
And he's like, he wants me to say, I'm too smart.
I'm too smart. I'm too smart.
Because Jake Paul was trying to get him to say something about being gay.
Right?
Yeah. And he was just trying to trigger him. Woodley showed during that interview that he's actually pretty damn smart. He is smart. He could have pulled the whole thing like he pulled last time and just sat there and just said Black Lives Matter if he wanted to. Remember when he did that in the UFC thing?
Yep.
And people are like, people talk shit about him when he did that. And, people could say whatever they want, but man, he showed during that interview that he's pretty damn sharp, man. He's not a dumbass by any means. And I thought that Jake Paul, I think that that's the first weakness we've seen of Jake Paul in one of those kind of settings. We haven't really seen a weakness from him like when he's getting into it with somebody. But when Tyron started to bring up PEDs, I felt like Jake Paul was like, he really wasn't sure what to say. But go ahead, we can talk more about the other stuff. But I was very impressed with that sit down with Ariel by Tyron Woodley.
I want to know what you guys saw. I want to know what was seen
in the fight.
I tell you, before I said what I saw, because I was right. So I'll tell y'all what I seen after. I want to know what y'all saw.
I was right too, but I'll tell you one thing that I saw. Woodley is not a what is the word I'm looking for? He's not a quantity puncher. He'll throw like a big bomb every once in a while. What, he throw like 8 jabs in the whole fight? His quantity was too low, man. And he's kind of always been like that, though. In MMA, he was looking for that one big shot all the time. So, I mean, that's what I saw. I mean,
to me, it seemed like Tyron didn't understand the concept of boxing. More or less, he was like, oh, I can go out there and hit him with the bigger shots and I'm going to win. No, not if he's hitting you 12 times and you're hitting him once a round. It's not going to work.
All right. So when Tyron Woodley lost his last 4 fights, right? Everybody said what about him? He's only looking for that one knockout shot, like Will just alluded to. When he fought Vicente Luque and he kind of got open a little bit, people said, what? That's the Tyron Woodley of old, like, oh, maybe he could do that again. Nah, man, that was just one flash, and he gonna go right back to doing the same shit that he did last time, which is what he did in this fight. He looked for that one shot, and he landed it. And he thought he could land it again because he had 4 more rounds left. But it took him 4 rounds to land that one shot in the first place with fresh legs. Come on, man.
When another thing I saw was Woodley walk into the cage. Look, when Woodley was on fire, man, he had a personality. He was ready to go when he went out there to fight. Did you guys see him come to the ring the other night? He had his headphones on. He walked to the cage like this.
Yo, look, that's a fact, Will, but I am going to give him
like he was falling asleep.
That song slapped, though. I don't
like
care.
That song?
That song slapped, though. That beat was hard.
Yeah. I listened to it right after the interview because they kept talking about it.
That beat slapped.
Yeah. Chili Willie says if they run it back, he believes it would be a different outcome.
No. No, and there's no point. There's no point. We've seen what it was already. What it was aside from him hitting him that one time, I didn't get that Woodley could knock him out of him hitting him like that. I got that Jake can survive a punch. That's what I got. He got back on his bicycle and still controlled the range with his jab again and landed counter rights after that as well.
What's up, Ben? What were you going to say, man?
It's like you said, though. I mean, Woodley was gun shy. He sat back. He didn't load up on his punches the way he needed to. He didn't move forward the way he needed to. I don't think Jake Paul survived too many big bombs like that from a better striker than Woodley, a better boxer than Woodley. The look on his face when he got clipped like that was, oh shit, this can happen.
I feel you. I feel you, but why does he have to fight somebody that's so much better than Woodley? Why can't he
I'm
fight
not
somebody
saying that he has to
around
fight
Woodley's
somebody so much
range?
better than Woodley, but if he fight, he's not picking. He's not even picking boxers. I mean, if he picked a boxer that's 4-0, I mean, that boxer is not gonna just sit there and hit him once over 8 rounds or whatever it was. You know what I mean?
But Ben, the thing to remember, man, seriously, and I talked about it last week, and Neko did too, is just all boxers when they're starting, man, they fight some fucking bums. Seriously. Like their first 10, 15 fights are against nobodies. Really. I mean, honestly, Jake Paul's first couple fights, even if they are against MMA fighters, he's probably fighting a higher quality fighter than a lot of these guys have fought in their first pro fights.
100%.
I mean, but that is the truth.
Maybe.
It's facts. It's facts.
How? The
Yeah,
only
but
person he fought that was notable is fucking Tyron Woodley.
my guy Ben
A
Askren is
guy you
notable.
just said. Wait, a guy you
Ben
just said.
Askren is notable.
You really can't. I mean, Ben Askren's notable as a wrestler and a grappler in MMA.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not notable as a stand-up
Ben didn't
fighter
train for that
or a
fight
boxer.
at all, bro. Don't even.
All I'm doing is looking at it from the standpoint that it is legitimately like his 4th fight. This is his 4th fight. He's an amateur. He's just on a wide.
His first 3 fights were against amateurs. His first 4 fights were against amateurs.
Yeah.
So
look,
I'm just an amateur. The only reason he's professional is because of the amount of fans that he has. We wouldn't even hear this fucking kid right now until like 15 fights in, maybe 16 fights in. We wouldn't even know who the fuck he is. The only reason we get to sit here and judge him like this right now is because he's famous. That's it. That's the only reason we get to do that shit, man. He's just an amateur. He's just a fucking Ammy, man. He has the title of a pro. He has the title of a pro, but he's just an Ammy, bro. It's his 4th fight.
Right. I mean that's definitely true. I'm just looking at something real quick.
And he's doing it against Tyron fucking Woodley.
Yeah.
What are we doing right now? Like, if any of us was like, yo, let's go onto the scene right now, start training for a couple years.
All right, you guys ready
on your
for this?
4th fight, you want to fight Tyron Woodley?
Mm-hmm.
You get 3. I give you 3 years to train. Your 4th fight, you want to fight Tyron fucking Woodley.
If you tell me he's gonna throw 3 strikes a round, yeah, for sure.
If I had millions of dollars to pay for training for 3 years, probably I would fight this Tyron Woodley. Yeah,
maybe if you had millions of dollars, you think that you would train like that?
I mean, if it's all I'm doing,
millions of dollars,
if it's all I'm doing,
different. This boy is different. That's why he's different right there. It's because he's fucking rich and famous already, and he's still going to fight fucking Tyron Woodley. That's crazy.
Hey, Chili said if he was 4-0, would he be 4-0 in MMA? Actually, Chili, I think he would, only because he was a college wrestler and he can box. So his first couple fights against unknown
and he would only do MMA versus boxers because he's smart.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
He's smart.
He said
Canelo,
he's retired. Yeah, he said he don't want to step up to real boxers. Woodley exposed Jake. I don't think Jake's really retiring. I think he's just bullshitting around, kind of like Connor's done like 5 times. But look, I'm going to explain something to you guys real quick. All right, I'm going to name some boxers here. All right, let's see. The first boxer I'm going to name, Paul Butlin. Career record is, 16-24. Next guy, Darson Darch, 12 wins, 12 losses, and he's been knocked out 10 times. Emmanuel Leo, he was 8-1. He got knocked out 1 time and retired after that. Last guy, Harjavaki Kasayak, 11 wins, 22 losses, been knocked out 9 times. Those are the first 4 pro fights that Anthony Joshua ever had. And they have a losing record of over 50 more losses than they have wins combined.
But they have boxing experience.
Right, that's like almost 100 fights of boxing experience, bro.
Yo,
And
I
they
don't
got
know
their
if you-
asses kicked every time.
You kind of didn't prove your point there. Like those guys have over 100 experience.
But all they were doing was losing every fight.
How much respect?
Who cares? They have these guys. He's fighting guys with zero boxing experience.
So you don't think Tyron Woodley's more capable of winning a fight against him than a guy who's like 11-25 or something like that?
This Tyron Woodley?
Yeah.
No.
Here's the thing. That guy who's 11-25 got knocked out like 22 times. Tyron Woodley didn't get knocked out.
Can we talk about how bad the stances of the last two fighters he faced was?
How bad the stance was?
The stances. They came out in stances that weren't even boxing stances. How have you been training?
Oh, you're talking about Ben and Tyron?
Yeah.
I mean, they're training in boxing though, right? 3 months of boxing training, both of them.
Ben didn't train for shit, bro. Ben didn't do any sit-ups, no push-ups, no laps. Ben probably didn't wear socks to the fight that night. Ben didn't do shit.
He kind of looked like he rolled off the couch.
What respect did they put on Jake Hager's name after he fought in Bellator?
Are you asking me?
Any of you, because y'all all know what the answer is.
What respect? Not a lot.
They only had like one fight though, right?
Yeah, versus somebody with an MMA background. How much respect was put on his name after that fight? None. Zero.
I mean, we talking
What they say about
with
that man? What did they say about that man that he fought with an MMA background? They called him a drunk.
He's a bum.
He's a bum.
Yep.
He's a drunk uncle. Jake beat a nobody.
Yep. And same thing with Dave Batista.
Why does the background matter if that could just be judged like that? Dave Batista, same exact thing. Bobby Lashley, same exact thing with his debut. Same shit. There's tomato cans in every single. I don't care who your favorite pro boxer is. There's a tomato can on that record. There's plenty tomato cans on that record.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be Floyd Mayweather. Everybody want to go 50-0. How you think they getting their stats up?
The first 20 are usually kind of bullshit.
$250. Go fight this guy.
Yep. Look at Adonis Creed. He was sneaking off to Mexico, fighting guys in bars, man. They counted for his record. But I just honestly, I think that Jake, for a guy who just started boxing and he's only had 4 fights, he's 3 years into training, I think that this is all he does. All day he just trains boxing. So to think anybody that's not a decent boxer is going to beat him is a tough call. Because I mean, look at his coaches. He's got great coaching. He has other training partners besides just Anthony Taylor. I mean, they talk about who goes to train with him sometimes, and he's like training with like a who's who. He goes the same gym as Zab Judah. Who else is it, Neko, that's at his gym?
I don't know.
A bunch of people. I mean, he's got the right people in his corner. And I think eventually people are just gonna have to realize that he's not as bad as people think, really. Yeah. I didn't think he looked bad at all in the fight. I think that Woodley's footwork was some of the worst boxing footwork ever. Kind of like what you were talking about, Nate, like as far as his stance. He didn't even have
cutting the ring off at all. Cutting the ring off.
Woodley had a better MMA stance in this fight than he had in his MMA career, which is very strange to me. I guess maybe he was afraid to get taken down.
Or why he was trying to look for the outside shot instead of like burying his head on his chest and looking to like dig in on the body. Like just force him into the corner and pound on his body. Look for overhands. Right. Like why was he trying to go for that overhand from the outside? Like
exactly. That's what you would think. If you walk a guy down, why would you try to throw a long shot?
Yeah.
That's dumb.
No, head motion, center of your forehead on his chest, dig the body, look for the looping shot over the top. I don't know, man. That would have been my game plan at least.
Yeah. Hey, now look, now we can talk about one thing. I thought the referee was definitely siding with Jake Paul. Did you guys notice that at all? No. So every time there was a break, the referee reprimanded Tyron for something. See, every single time.
No, Tyron was trying to pop shot on the brakes.
He was.
He
But look,
was looking for that pop shot on the brakes, yo.
even one time he told Tyron not to dig his head underneath Jake's chin.
Mhm.
Hey, look, Jake's what, 5 inches taller? If my head fits under your chin, I'm going to keep it there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, if you rewatch the fight, every single break, the referee told Tyron some kind of bullshit. And yeah, he did try to pop shot him probably twice.
And
I
like
noticed
you could
that.
just tell, like the posture was like he was pressing against the ref to get back inside. He wasn't breaking. Like there's a traditional way to break when the ref breaks you.
Yeah,
and
Tyron was kind of like
normally
pushing
in
the ref.
Normally in the clinch, when the ref goes to break, both fighters like do this with their palms. You know, up, and then you let the ref break you apart. You know, Tyron was just like chesting against his forearm. He's ready to get back inside.
Yeah,
he was asking for it, Will.
He was, but like I thought that it was a little overkill. But look, did you guys not feel like
the referee at the beginning of Conor McGregor and Floyd though?
Oh yeah, that's
you
true.
don't remember
too.
that shit?
Yeah. He was all over Conor.
He was all. He was inside of his face, bro.
Did you guys? And this kind of piggybacks off what you were saying, Neko. Did you guys feel like Tyron didn't try to make it enough of like a dog fight, just like a complete scrap instead of a boxing match?
He was in there like he was point fighting. Like, bro,
right. He had to make this thing ugly.
Yeah, you got to throw more punches if you're going to point fight. And he wasn't doing that. There was no punch combination. He should have had his head on that fucking chest, burying fucking punches. He should have never allowed the clinch.
You know, he brought up street fights. Go ahead, I'll give me 1 second, Ben, and then you go right ahead. But he brought up the street fights in that little interview. Bro, in a street fight, you're going to make that shit dirty. You're not going to, like, dance around a lot. He should have made it into basically a street fight. You could street fight in the ring and still win and follow the rules. Look at Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He had to make this thing dirty, and I felt like he didn't do that. But go ahead, Ben.
I just think he's too used to MMA style judging and MMA style point fighting. You know what I mean? Like that he can land a few of the bigger shots and pick apart some points, but that's not how it works. He just wasn't aggressive enough. He stayed back too long.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true too.
Even his corner was telling him, like, you're giving him too much time, you're giving him too much space. Do this, get in there, but he wasn't doing shit.
Right.
Even after he hurt him, it's like, okay, now you know you could hurt him, and he still wasn't pouring on no pressure. He shot himself in the foot.
Yeah. Right.
That's why I wouldn't say it was fixed, but at the same time, it's like, dog, did you want to win?
Yeah, he needed to want to more.
I think that he really wanted to win. I think that's why the loss really got to him. Like you could tell he was really butthurt over that.
Yeah,
like he was definitely butthurt over that.
He thought he did enough to win. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, he thought he acted like he thought he
didn't do enough to win.
No,
how did you guys see it? How did you guys?
We all seen it.
What did y'all see it as though? I had a 6-2
scorecard.
Yeah, I had 6-2.
I don't think he won half the rounds. I don't think it was a draw.
Yeah. No, I thought Tyron won the round that he landed that big shot.
One judge had it in favor of him.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that guy was watching.
Yeah, that's you can think what you want about Jake Paul, but there's not a chance in hell that Tyron Woodley won on a single. He didn't win, like you said. He didn't win fucking more than 4 rounds. He didn't win 3 rounds. He won maybe 2.
Yeah,
I agree with you, Neko. It was like 6-2.
Yeah, me too. Now here is what's interesting about this whole thing, and I understand that MMA fans all love to talk shit about Jake Paul, and yeah, Jake Paul is boxing some MMA fighters, but let me just tell you why it's so genius to fight MMA fighters. Because half the people that tuned in last night were boxing fans. Neko, what do you think the other half were?
Us.
MMA fans. That's marketing 101. That's genius. I'd fight MMA fighters for the rest of my life if I was Jake Paul. You're basically doubling your pay-per-view numbers.
Yeah.
Because people are going to tune in. Everybody wanted to see Tyron Woodley kick his ass. Everybody from the MMA community wanted to see Tyron Woodley win. Everybody.
If Anderson Silva wins, he could probably get that going.
He could, but you're tapping two different markets. There's a decent market that's crossover. I would say maybe 15 or 20% of boxing fans and MMA fans crossover. Not that many though, because if you talk to these hardcore boxing fans, they think UFC is like, oh, it's gay. They roll around on the ground. Oh, those guys couldn't choke out a real fighter, blah, blah, blah. You talk to MMA fans, they're like, oh, well, boxing's kind of boring. They're just dancing around. They're not really fighting.
Mm-hmm.
There's maybe 20% crossover. If Jake Paul is getting both of those together, it's pretty damn smart. I mean, I think it's genius. I mean, you know.
Nah, he's killing it right now. His marketing is off the charts, man. And even Tyron had to tip his hat to him, and that's why he's trying to do this dance again with him. You know,
yeah.
He was saying how he's never been on no media tour like this and had the cameras on him 24/7 like this and received the payday that he received. He's letting them know off top, man, you're a fantastic dance partner. And he took the blueprint from Floyd. He's just doing everything that Floyd did, you know, but far earlier. How many fights did it take Floyd to separate from that and become his own entity? A shit ton. He's doing it off rip,
like 30.
Yeah.
Paul was like his own marketing genius before he even started doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
bro, Jake Paul is so good at marketing. He even got his brother a fight with Floyd Mayweather. Seriously, because if it wasn't for Jake Paul, I don't even think that fight would have happened. I really don't.
No, facts. Because they were
Logan Paul on
already
his
trying
own,
to postpone it and do other shit. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Logan on his own, I mean, the dude just whatever. Did you guys notice that when they were doing like the arguments, I can't remember what part it was at, that Logan's like, I'll fight him next. Like Logan will fight Tyron Woodley. I'm like, okay, hey, just let the whole family fight. Maybe the moms could fight next time too.
Yeah,
Tyron Woodley's mom is a saint.
Yeah, facts.
Don't talk about my mom.
That's Dorothy Mantooth.
Yeah. She is Dorothy Mantooth, bro. She's such a sweet lady.
So Ben, I'm not gonna make you do it tonight, but when are you gonna do the vinegar shot, man?
Whenever you remind me,
or the Mentos.
And the Mentos. Are you gonna do them the same night?
Me.
Oh God, don't do them the same night, please.
Oh God, no, that's like puking for real, right?
We don't want to have to call 911 for Ben.
Y'all never bet against me.
I'm gonna bet against you all the time.
This was my first time ever winning a bet on the show. But hey, right now, guys, we're gonna kick it over to Neko, and he has a new segment. Neko, let's see. Hold on 1 second. There it is. Neko, tell them about the lineup.
All right, the lineup is going to be all of the people in combat sports that I deem as suspect. Y'all know what it is. It's going to be the usual suspects up against the wall. That's how it is. That's how it's going to be. And I think the first one that's going to make the list is going to be Kevin fucking Lee.
Yeah.
He's going on the lineup. He's suspect now.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man.
And he's up there with some who I got up there already. Angela Hill is up there. She's suspect.
Yep. We're going to have to start compiling the list.
Kelvin Gastelum is suspect. Luke Rockhold is suspect.
Kelvin, Luke. All right. We're going to have to compile this. Kelvin, Luke, Kevin Lee, and Angela Hill.
Angela Hill for sure, man. Angela Hill for sure.
All right, Neko, you need some diversity here, man. So far,
Sajara Eubanks.
No, oh man.
You don't like that?
No, Nico, I feel like you're profiling, man. You got 3 black people, a Mexican, and 1 white person. Come on, man. We need some
I'm
diversity
sorry.
here, bro.
But Chris Weidman's not in the UFC no more.
He's not?
He's not, right? Well, after his
I
leg,
don't
is he ever coming back?
Yeah,
I don't know.
If he
I'm not
come
sure.
back, he's suspect.
He's definitely suspect. All right. Yeah, we'll throw him on the list too. All right.
I'm gonna just do it by division. I'm gonna go through divisions.
All right.
Sean O'Malley is suspect.
yeah.
Is
He can make
Aljo
it off the
suspect?
list. He can make it off the list.
Who? Oh, yeah.
He has
Oh,
potential
Malley?
to get off. Yeah, he has potential to get off, but he's suspect right now.
Your heavyweight suspect should be fucking Greg Hardy.
Why did you say O'Malley like that? Why you say O'Malley like that, B?
How you hating on O'Malley?
He ain't beat nobody.
Mhm. Mhm.
He only lost once.
Yeah, but he ain't beat nobody though.
Hey, what
Besides
about
Eddie
Aljo?
Injury.
Who? Wyland? Are we gonna say Wyland?
Hey, man, he
Everybody
beat
out
Cheeto
there
Vera.
part of him.
He did not beat Cheeto
I know.
Vera.
I'm fucking with you, man.
That's the only person he lost to.
Hey, is Aljo on the
but
list?
he
That's what I
hasn't
want to
beat
know.
anybody. Aljo is definitely on the list.
I don't know about. I don't know, man. He did tap out Corey Sandhagen, and Sandhagen's murdering everyone.
Yeah, but he's suspect until he defender vacate.
Fair game.
Aljo. All right, we'll work on the list together, Nico. We'll start like making it like an ongoing thing.
Yo, honestly, after next week or whenever they're about to fight, Darren Till, if he don't win this fight, suspect.
Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, that's what's up.
I'm dead ass. I'm not
I
playing.
feel you on that.
That's disappointing, man, because he be looking gun shy sometimes too. Sometimes I feel like he's only in the position that he's in because he talk good shit. Like he's a character, you know.
Yeah.
But he gonna have to start stringing together some wins now.
Yeah, I got you. What's going on with WWE there, Ben? Anything you know of? Anything new and exciting?
The rumor is they're giving Keith Lee a monster heel push.
All right.
I
do have another WWE meme real quick. And where did it go? Oh, here it is. You ready for this? Hey, that's it right there in a nutshell. Except they should have made Bret Hart Carmella, not Sasha. I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but you know.
Fellas, my phone's about to check out on us.
Are you checking out on us, BC?
I gotta check out on you. I don't want to just drop out and disappear.
Be good, bro.
All right, man.
Thank you for coming through, man. We'll catch up with you soon, all right?
Safe.
Peace, bro. Have you guys seen how hard they're trying to push Becky into being a heel and the crowd is still loving her?
Yeah,
they're trying.
They're gonna have a hard time. They're gonna have a hard time.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Nah.
I think that
she's just gonna be like Stone Cold Steve Austin, man.
Yep. You know, they did that the other night to try to make her look bad when
she said nah.
Yeah, when she said no about the match and people still cheered. Yep. It's like, you know, I love her. I think she's awesome. Ever since they let her start talking a couple years ago, she has really just shown that she's got a ton of personality.
And it was a cheap shot in order to win the title, and they still cheered. Like,
yeah,
like they don't give a fuck, man.
And
they still like Bianca though. It's not like they're booing Bianca, so that's still good. You know, they cheered when Bianca came out,
right?
Although she should have came out on fire, bro. She came out like twiddling her hair and doing all that like regular shit. Nah, she should have came out there on fire. She cut a great promo once she had the mic in her hand, but just opening up, man. Nah, fuck all that spinning and shit, and get your ass down there. You should be ready to fight.
Do you guys look? I think that this is what I think was their idea. Now, if they go through with it or not is a totally other thing. But do you guys think the whole idea of her coming back and being a heel was to get the whole crowd pissed off at her enough, and then eventually bring back Ronda Rousey as the face?
No, you can't bring Ronda back as a face.
I mean, but when she left, Becky was the biggest face.
Yeah, that's true. But Ronda cannot come back as a face, dude.
She can't come back, period, dude. After
works
she's
the
super
people too
healed on
hard.
the WWE Universe.
Yeah, she works the people too hard.
She's still under contract though, Ben. Like she's got 3
she's
years
coming
left.
back. Yeah, she's coming back, Ben, for sure. She's told to do it. It's all still a work.
Is she pregnant?
She is right now, yeah.
She is, yeah.
But I mean, I think she's got to be, I don't know, 7 months pregnant, probably. I'm talking about, looking at the future. If she had a baby, let's say in September, October, November, December, whatever, next summer, she could be back,
Yeah, just like Becky.
But I don't know. It's just an idea that I had the other day. And the other one is they could be doing this as like a way for when Bayley comes back to make her a super face again. Because you got too many mega heels on SmackDown. If they're going to try to push Becky as a heel, and then you got Sasha as a heel, and then you bring back Bayley as a heel, you know what I mean? You don't really have anybody to fight them besides Bianca that, that's worth a whole lot. So, I don't know. Just interesting time.
That would be cool for Bayley to have a face turn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want her to be the hugger again, though.
No, but her heel shtick got old, I feel, towards the end of it.
Yeah.
She's a good heel, though. She really is.
Definitely a top heel, for sure.
Yeah.
But it was definitely getting a little stale with the ding dong hello and shit like that. It was getting a little stale.
Yeah.
So, Meltzer's dumbass keeps saying that they just don't have anything for Asuka, and that's why she's off TV, but that's bullshit. She's off TV. I told you guys this a few weeks ago, and it's going to happen. She's off TV because she's gonna get traded to SmackDown and be Becky's next feud. It's got to be, man, because SmackDown has nothing going on for the women besides Bianca and Becky.
They just put Naomi over there. Should be interesting to see what they do with her.
God, do they
incorporate her into the bloodline because Jimmy is over there? Or
no, that would be good. I'd like that. But I don't know, man. I feel like with Naomi, and the same thing with Asuka, they will put them all the way to the title, and they'll be like the co-main event of a pay-per-view, and then a few weeks later they're jobbing on Raw for a few weeks.
Yeah, man.
And then they hit some momentum, and they're going. They got to stop that shit. That 50-50 booking we always talk about.
Yep.
They're so guilty of it, man. It's just aggravating. But damn, I didn't know it's already midnight, man. I can hear the crickets. Anyway, Ben, anything else you want to discuss before we wrap it up here, bro?
Nothing I can think of. Nothing on the. I don't know. I don't even know what's on tap for the weekend fight. So.
Yeah. Hey, I forgot to put that up earlier for you guys.
Hold that.
So
hold that shit.
This weekend is
Yeah. Hold that.
That's funny. This weekend fight night, right? Isn't it that Darren Till?
Yes.
Till and Brunson.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If Till loses this one because of the takedowns, suspect.
Yeah, if he loses,
you know what's coming. You know how you're gonna lose if you're gonna lose. It's not because his striking is better than yours, Till. It's gonna be because he goes to this well with takedowns. So you better be ready to stuff that shit.
Hey, and this is a daytime event too, just so you guys know, because it's coming from. Oh, it's from the Apex, but I'm pretty sure it's a daytime event. Isn't that what I heard? Let me look that up real quick. But hey, Neko, your guy Tom Aspinall is back. He's fighting Sergey Spivak in the co-main event. You told us.
Hitler?
What's that?
That's Hitler?
Yeah.
Baby Hitler.
Hey, you called him to win, and he won.
It's probably on early on so that all the Brits and whatnot can watch the fights without it being 2:00 in the morning, 4:00 in the morning, whatever it is.
Probably so. I'm looking at it. I'm looking it up right now. So, damn it! Everything wants to. No. It's saying 10:00 on Saturday, but I don't believe that that's right. It may be. Maybe it's the next week that's having like a day event. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saw the other day that it was on during the day. I don't really remember. Maybe they
There is
were.
one. You are correct because I saw the commercial saying that it was like a special daytime event.
Yeah, this
Main
is
card
it.
started at 4 p.m.
Yep, it is this event. Where did it go? So it said that the prelims start at 1:30, main card at 4.
Yeah.
Yep. So about dinner time, we'll be seeing Brunson and Till go on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be discussing that on Wednesday. Neko, anything else you want to throw out there, bro?
Nah, man. I just want to say, man, once again, Jake Paul is legitimized after this fight. Stop hating on the kid. Let's go, Jake fucking Paul.
All right. No need to adjust your monitors. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Neko.
I love it, baby. There's no need to adjust your screen. It's not Bruce Buffer, but you've been here live at TFG. Thanks for stopping by, man. We'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.
Ben, thanks for coming in, bro. We appreciate you, bro.
I'll hit you next time with my bets that I owe you.
You should just record them separately, and we could just play them on the air. That would be better. That way, we could have you and your reactions to watching them on the air.
Fair deal.
Right.
I'll do one tomorrow at work.
Sounds good. You guys be good. Have a good one.
Later.